on-chain decentralized-ish products and Base? Like, what are the synergies here, if any?
Yeah, well, similar to what I was saying before. I mean, what I was saying before about different USDC use cases and NFTs and dApps. I mean, that could happen in Coinbase Wallet as well. Our self-custodial product, as opposed to the custodial product that most people think of Coinbase for. So I think it applies equally across both of those. We would want to integrate Base kind of throughout the stack or throughout the different family of apps.
One thing that's cool is you guys are helping to develop some public open source infrastructure through this. And, Jesse shared a lot when he was on Bankless last about how you're contributing to Ethereum roadmap development items like the upcoming EIP. So that is another element that's cool. Let me also ask about last time we were talking, it was back in November of 2021 again, and it was pre-launch of the Coinbase NFT platform. And there were some hints, there were some rumors that was coming. NFTs had a big year, of course, in the beginning part of 2022, and then a pretty meteoric crash. And now they're kind of back a little bit. Can you comment on what's the future of Coinbase NFT? Do you guys still see potential there? How are you thinking about that platform and that product line?
Yeah. So, I mean, NFT is definitely one of those ones where we probably had too much hype on it when it came out, and you always have to start slow and build. So, I'm definitely more in the camp of soft launch and then, slowly build. But no, and Coinbase NFT has been going well. So actually one of the things we've been doing is really sort of aggregating the different marketplaces out there and surfacing them all in one place. So people can just come in and see, comparing prices it's across the different exchanges and sort of aggregating liquidity, which is cool. And then I think the main thing that we have to offer there is that, oftentimes what people were doing is they'd come to Coinbase first to buy crypto. They would then move it to a self-custodial wallet that had a browser extension, like Coinbase Wallet or MetaMask. And then they would connect to an NFT exchange or a marketplace and begin to trade. And it was actually, what was kind of remarkable is just how many people ended up using NFTs, given that was the complicated process that you had to go through. And so what we want to do is just kind of make that even simpler and say, well, if you already have crypto on Coinbase, because that's where you keep it, well, it's just one click to buy this NFT if you want. And so we're working on integrating Coinbase NFT more directly into our main app. And I'm pretty bullish on NFTs over the long term. I know that some of the recent, NFTs have come up a little bit in the last few months. And I know some of the activity has been around sort of these pro traders, like with Blur and platforms like that are kind of, like you can buy a bunch of them in a basket and stuff like that. And that's been driving a lot of volume. I think that's cool. And that I'm glad that the market is evolving in different directions. I think the part that I'm even more excited about in terms of NFTs is basically the utility of it, right? If they're decentralized social, where every post is an NFT, if you could imagine replacements for in Web3 for Spotify or YouTube or Instagram, where every audio or video or text like Twitter, or whatever.
Or this podcast, Brian. This podcast could be an NFT.
It should be.
Why not?
It should be. Yeah.
Brian, this is going to turn into an NFT, by the way.
Oh, you heard it here first. Okay. And then what else? I mean, concert tickets, in-game items in the metaverse, even just your badge, if you're a company that gets access to somewhere, or these are the things that I think make sense to be natively integrated into your wallet or your primary financial account in the crypto economy. So, I'm pretty bullish on NFTs. I think they're going to continue to be really big. And just like many things in crypto, they had a big run up, a correction, and now they're going to slowly grow from here. And I think that's still a very exciting space.
One last question about this Base world is the growing sentiment on crypto Twitter. I put out a tweet that's Coinbase, there will not and is not be a Base token. And then crypto Twitter reacts, and I just put the Anchorman gif where he sparks up a cigarette and goes, "No, I don't believe you." And I'll just let you react to that meme, if you will, Brian.
I mean, there's no Base token at the moment, so I don't know. I'm having trouble visualizing it exactly, but yes, I'll have to go rewatch Anchorman.
We all will, honestly. A fantastic movie.
Yeah.
This brings me to my the next line of questioning that we want to go down is, it really does Wall Street understand Coinbase at a high level? What does the trad world really understand about the business models that Coinbase is developing? I think everyone understands Coinbase as an exchange. That's a business model that, the valuation is a tried and true model. there's also like the world where the Base chain itself has gas fees, and Coinbase as the sole validator makes revenue from all of the transactions on Base. There's the CBE staking model. There's the NFT platform. Like so many of these things, and seems to be so many like really awesome bullets that Coinbase has in the chamber beyond just staking revenue that I think crypto natives understand, and that make me bullish and Ryan bullish too. But how much do you think like all of these other like potential business models, some are already live today, like CBE, some of them are potential like Base. How much do you think Wall Street really understands about all that stuff?
Well, I would say Wall Street really understands our business from a financial picture. I mean, actually, if you go read any of the analyst reports on coin stock, they're really good. I mean, many of them are very good, I should say. There's probably some that aren't, but most of the ones I read are really, really good. And they understand the regulatory environment. They understand the cyclical nature of how crypto is going through these, ups and downs. And they understand, I think, the long-term potential. But they're also investors, and their job is to sort of if they think the stock's going to go down in the next 6 months, they're going to trade on that. If they think it's going to go up, then they're going to trade on that too. So from a understanding us as our financial picture as a business and our prospects, I think it's generally pretty good. I think many of those folks